Now, Bloomberg understands that Pimco and an investor group that includes Centerbridge Partners are among the short list of bidders for Credit Suisse's securitized products business. A deal for this part of the business is a key pillar of the Swiss lender's plan to downsize its investment bank, and it would also help to pay for restructuring. Bloomberg's Tom Metcalf is with us to help us dig through all of it. So, Tom, another twist and turn of the Credit Suisse story. Where do we stand? What's the latest state of play?
Yeah, after last week's very much a wild week in the market with Credit Suisse, it started on sort of more positive foot with this news that, there are interested parties in this securitized products group. And as you just said, it's really a key element of their hopes to sort of stabilize the bank and move forward. And really the questions are, what happens next, both for this section, but the other options that the bank are looking at.
So what options then are we hearing from the bank to raise money? What are they dabbling with?
Yeah, so alongside the securitized products thing, the other thing would be perhaps spinning out sort of the advisory arm of the investment bank, even under the name First Boston, which it was sort of retired a few years ago. And then also, these are seen as maybe perhaps less likely, perhaps an IPO of the Swiss unit, or even more dramatically, perhaps just trying a straightforward capital raise. But the problem with that, of course, is that with the share price at these record lows, it's going to be a very, very expensive way of doing it. So both those options are sort of seen as much less favorable.
Well, they've given themselves pretty much until October 27th to announce what sort of restructuring, what shape the bank will take from here on out. Is this a market that's willing to let them go, willing to let them formulate this idea until the 27th?
Yeah, it's fascinating. Look, last week you saw the share price fall 12%, and by the end of the week it was up 15%. So it's sort of very turbulent times right now. I think, that is everything we're hearing is it's all going to build up to this sort of big event, this sort of strategy briefing to investors on the 27th. And there'll be a lot of great data coming out of that as well. You'll see sort of client inflows and outflows. So obviously Credit Suisse will be wanting to tell a particular story to its investors there, and then the question is how the market reacts.